refresh this. Blah, blah, blah. Let's see. All right, microphone's on. Okay, looks good. All right, hang on. Oh, except the title's wrong. Okay. Hang on, have to fix that. This is called Die in the Dungeon. That's better. All right, Die in the Dungeon. Let's see. I did the Kickstarter for this game. It's been, I don't know, about a month since this came in. Haven't really had a chance to look at it yet. So I'm going to do that today. I read through the rule book. Think I know what I'm doing, but I haven't tried anything yet, so I'll probably get some stuff wrong here and there. Alright, but Die in the Dungeon. You play as the monster who's in charge of the dungeon, and you have to kill all the heroes that come in to kill you, take your treasure, whatever they're trying to do. There are 5 monsters you can be. There's the Daimon, the Die Roller. That looks like one of the monsters from Big Trouble in Little China. The Die Rake, Trollo Bones, or the one I'm going to use for no reason other than he looks cool, Tombstones, the Undead Knight. Now, the way this works is you start off with a 4-sided 6, 8, 10, 12, and 20-sided die. You have ability points. You only use the 4-sided die for that one, and that starts off at 1. For the time, you use your 20-sided die, and that starts off at 20. And then your other stats, your might, agility, magic, and health, you get a 6, 8, 10, and 12-sided die that you put on there however you want. So those are your starting stats. And I decided, I don't know, why not? I'll give 12 might to this guy. He looks mighty. 10 agility, 6 magic, and 8 health. If you ever run out of hit points or time, you lose. I don't know if this was a good choice, since I have not played this yet. Who knows? We'll find out. Well, I'm using my own dice because I think these ones I have look nicer than the kind of bland dice that come with the game. So yeah, I'm using my own. But it has 3 sets of 6 dice. Well, those 6. Oh, and here's the little standee for my character. Who are my tombstones? Well, there's one more die I'm going to need, I guess. There's this die with a heart on it, different heroes, and whatever that is. I don't know. I'll need that at some point, I think. That's for some randomness. Oh, and then there's some little tiny dice. I'm going to use these instead. Okay, let's get all that out of the way. Oh, one other thing I didn't get out. All these tokens. Alright, now I think I have everything. These tokens, some of them can upgrade your stats. They can give you a little minion that'll help let you roll extra dice. They might give you extra time, some hit points. Okay. Alright, so we have all those. Now, alright, rulebook. I'm sure I'll need that at some point. I'll put it over here. Dungeon guide, which is unfortunately printed backward. Well, I think this part, I don't know, maybe this should be at the back. It's probably the whole thing. But you have the Die Master, the final boss, right there on the first, as the first dungeon. But yeah, the whole thing's backward, so we'll go back here and do the rookies. We'll just pretend it's Japanese. Alright, so I have to set up my map like this. Now you have all these tiles. They have they have different things on the back. You lay them out like this, and then when you flip it over, you have to do whatever. But these are supposed to be mixed up. Alright, so the rookies. You barely made it through the entry tunnel, which I did not do the entry tunnel, but the entry tunnel, I don't know, maybe I should do the entry tunnel. It's just a little map that's on the lid of the box, just to make sure you know what you're doing. Maybe I should do that first. Yeah, why not? Let's do this just to get the hang of what I'm doing. Okay, so one little map already laid out, except, am I supposed to put these on here? Because I have nothing to flip over. I guess. Start here at the end. Finish off the training dungeon by defeating this hero party. I guess I'm supposed to lay stuff out if I want to do the training dungeon. I mean, I could put the stuff actually on there, but that seems kind of silly to... There. Huh. In which case, why have that? No, I'm not going to do the training dungeon. I feel like that'd be silly. Alright, back to the dungeon guide. Ooh, and there's the Die Master. And boss. Alright, the rookies. You made it through the entry tunnel with barely a scratch. Now the fun begins. These tunnels are full of low-level heroes trying to make a name for themselves. It's time to put your powerful skills to the test as you strive to please the Die Master and eliminate the threats growing against it. So I'm supposed to earn 5 dynamic dice onto your board. I think these are my dynamic dice. By defeating heroes, use the dynamic dice. Use dynamic dice. Still count toward your objective. Yes. And to get 5 dice, that basically means I need to earn 30 experience points. Every hero you kill, you get 1. Alright, tiles required. Start, 1, dead end 8, yeah. Tokens required. Okay, and then, alright. Dungeon notes, use all level 1 dead end tiles, use all 6 level 1 2-way tiles, and 4 level 2s. Use only level 1 3-way and 4-way tiles. Okay, so I'm supposed to go in these, so the dead end tiles, I'm supposed to only use level 1s. Like that's a level 4. Which whatever level it is, that's the level of enemies you have to fight. So, alright, that's dead end. That should be 8 of those. Yep. Alright, so those get mixed up, and they'll go where they go on the map. Two-way tiles. It says use all 6 level 1 2-way tiles and 4 level 2s. So basically, just take out whatever's not level 1 or 2. There are only 10 of these. Wait. Oh, no. Use all 6 level 1 2-way tiles. 1, 2, 3. There are 8 level 1 2-way tiles. Sheesh, typo already. Alright, well, we'll just randomly pick 6 of these. randomly pick 2 to not include. Alright, these 2, go away. Use only level 1 3-way and 4-way tiles. Three-way, only use level 1s. How many? 4 and then 2. Okay, 3-way tiles, 4 of these. Two of these. I need a start. Oh, then I need, I got the dead ends. Corner, I need corners. Doesn't say anything about the corners. Oh, whoops. I only need level 1s for these. This one has some crap hanging off the side there. Alright, good. It's not peeling already. Okay, 2 of those. Epic Heroes, 0. Corners, it says 8. Doesn't say anything about the level. So I guess random ones? Doesn't say. Alright, well I guess corners are the ones to watch out for. That's where I could get some bad enemies. Eight of them. Okay, so laying out this map. All right, we have those, a couple more corners up here, and then down here. Dead ends. Lots of symmetry here. All right, dead end, dead end. One there. And there'll be a couple more of those. There. Start right here in the middle. Oh, and I guess a couple blanks. Can use the back of the starts for that. Okay. All right, so here's the dungeon. I guess I'll rearrange it, make it look a little nicer. Okay, I start on start. Now, all these tiles are unexplored. Some of them are going to have some stuff on them. And I just have to go around, and as it said, this one doesn't have a boss or anything. I just have to get 5 dynamic dice. Basically, I need to earn 30 experience. Every enemy will be 1 experience. So what do I need? I need 2 8-sided die tokens. Okay, one goes right here. All right, there's another one. Another one right there. And then I need 1 time, might, agility, magic, health, ability. Let's see, and a magic. Okay, time up here. Might, health, ability, might, and magic. Okay. So yeah, just earn 5 dynamic dice onto your board. So once I kill some enemies, I'll earn some experience, and then I'll take one of these dice that I'm using, and if I killed, say, 2 enemies, I have 2. Once it gets up to 6, then this die moves onto the board, and the first one would go on 1, and I'd get a little 1 there. I can use this at some point to add 1 extra pit to a roll, so I can improve a roll later. And then the next time I fill one up with 6, well, that one will be a 2. And then this one could have a total of 2 that could be added to a roll. I could use just 1 and lower it down to 1, and if I use it again, it moves off to the side. That still counts, though, and the next one would go in here. I need to get 5 of them. All right. Let's see. Let's move that over a bit. Room to fight some enemies, and I have nothing to roll in. Hang on. That's more like it. Well, all right, let's put that over there. Okay. Let's see, I have some special abilities. Wear them for this guy, for tombstones. And spend 2 ability points for shield smash. Choose a non-epic hero in combat. Roll a d20. If the result is greater than the combined total of their 3 stats, it is defeated. You may use any stats to modify this die roll. All right. That costs 2, and then it costs 4, which is the most ability points you can have, because you always have the 4-sided die for that. And you get 1 ability point each turn. Roll any number of die minions you control. Ooh. Gain stat points where you choose equal to the results. Okay. Well, that sounds like a lot. Destroy the die minions rolled this way. This does not upgrade your stat dice. Oh, okay. You can lose some stats. You know, as you lose health, like this will go down to 7. And then down to 6, and so on. If this were down to 3, I could roll to increase this. Now, if your stat increase takes you beyond, say, 8, well, then I'd have to replace this with a 10-sided die. However, this says that won't do that. You can only go up to the maximum. All right. Dispel Magic. Destroy a wizard of level 3 or less. Okay, that costs 2. Aura of Fear. All non-epic heroes suffer -1 to each of their stats this turn. Alright, that only costs 1. Raise the Died. Any die minions that were used or discarded this turn are returned to you. Okay. And Time to Die. Gain 5 time. That costs 4. But you run out of time, you lose. And like this, well, it would take more than 20 to explore this whole thing, which I don't have to do. Because every turn you lose 1 time. But looks like I get time here. I think that will give me 2 time. Okay, so what do I do on a turn? First thing I do is gain an ability point. Yay, so I have 2. Then, optional, I can rest. I can lose up to 3 time to gain the same amount of health. But I'm full health, so that'd be silly. Then I can use one ability by spending ability points. If there was something like if I wanted to gain 5 time. Let's see. Yeah, these other ones, well, some of them could be used outside of combat. Okay, and then I lose 1 time, so this goes down to 19. Next thing I do, I choose an unexplored tile that is adjacent to any previously explored tile. So like if you had explored this entire row, even if you're over here, you can still explore this one from there. It just has to be adjacent to anything you've explored already. All right. So yeah, this is gonna give me time. I think that gives you 2 time. I have to look it up. And that, I think this will give me extra might, extra magic, and so on. Now so like my might is 12. If I upgraded it 2 and it got up to 14, then I have to replace this with a 20-sided die and put it on 14. You can only have 2 of any kind of die. So right now, I guess you can only get one of them to be a 20-sided die because one of them is already there for time. But like this 6, well, let's see. Well, let's say I replace this 8-sided die with a 10-sided die, and then the 6, I made it an 8. I couldn't then upgrade this to a 10-sided die because I'd already have 2. All right, so anyway. So choose an unexplored tile. So where do I want to go? I just have to run around and mainly kill some enemies. I don't know. Let's move over here. So let's flip this over. Archers. Roll the die type for each die minion you control. I don't have a die minion. If it rolls a 1 or a 2, destroy it. Okay, so there will be 2 rogues that are level 1. Alright, so we get 2 level 1 rogues, so here's who I have to fight. But if the tile has a token, take it. It didn't have a token. Then flip over the tile. If it has an action on it, complete it. I did. I have no die minions, so that didn't do anything. This is a die minion. If the tile has hero icons, battle the heroes. It doesn't. Oh, yeah, no, sorry, it does. It has those 2 heroes. And then move on to the completed tile. Well, I'll be moving on there later, whatever. Since you can move to any tile that's adjacent to what you've explored, I guess it doesn't really matter most of the time where you are. Alright, so in combat. First, the hero's multiple effects take place. So since there are 2 rogues, what happens? Rogue. For each rogue in the party beyond the first, the heroes perform 1 additional agility attack for the first round of combat. Alright, so in the first round, they're going to attack twice. And they have an agility bonus. If the heroes roll 15 or higher on their first agility attack in a combat round, they perform 1 additional agility attack. Well, they're not going to do that. All right, so combined, they have 4 might, 8 agility, 2 magic. Now, they would only do a might attack if they had a fighter. They only do an agility attack if there's a rogue, and they only do a magic attack if there's a wizard. So, only rogues, they only do magic attack, they only do agility attacks, and 2 of them, they get to do 2, because that's their special ability. Alright, so they're going to attack me twice. Now, since they have 8, they roll an 8-sided die. What dice am I using for rolling? These ones. They will only use an 8-sided die. The lowest die that will, their agility is 8, so just the lowest die that has an 8 on it, well, that would be an 8-sided die. If it were 11, I would use a 12-sided die. They roll that, and they have to roll higher than my agility stat, which is 10, in order to hit me. Or if they roll the highest number on this die, then they hit me. Which, one thing I don't like about that is that, so right now they roll an 8-sided die. Since my agility stat is 10, they only have a 1 in 8 chance of hitting me. But then if I kill one of them, now it'll only be 4, and so they'll be rolling a 4-sided die. Well, now they'll have a 1 in 4 chance of hitting me if they roll a 4. So, like, basically, they're going to be more powerful once I've killed one. I don't know. I don't really like that mechanic. But that's what the rulebook says. It says, somewhere. Combat, there it is. Yeah, if the result is higher than your current agility value, or they roll the highest number on their die, the attack is successful and you lose 1 health, 1 agility, or 1 agility, your choice. And I assume they can go down all the way to a 4-sided die. But yeah, kill one of them, they're going to have a 1 in 4 chance of hitting me. Alright, so anyway, they get to roll an 8-sided die. If they hit me, I get to choose. Since it's an agility attack, I can lose 1 hit point or 1 agility. But the only way they hit me is with an 8, but they get to go twice. Okay, a 4, that's a miss, and a 6, that's a miss. Alright, so they missed. Okay, now it's my turn. See, now I make an attack roll, and I get to choose which stat I want. And I can use die minions to boost my attack. So, see, and I have to do the same thing. Basically, there it is. Right, if you roll higher than their total of matching stats, you are successful and defeat 1 hero of your choice. So I get to choose whichever one of them, whichever stat I want. So just if I choose, like if I chose agility, well, I roll a 10-sided die, but I have to roll higher than 8. So I have to roll 9 or a 10. If I roll magic, well, they only have a total of 2. I only have a 6-sided die, but I need to roll at least a 3. Or I could do might. I roll a 12-sided die, they have 4, so I need to roll at least a 5. Well, really, even though my might's a lot higher than that, both of these give me the same chance of success. Each of them has a 2 and 3 chance of a hit. So, it really doesn't matter. I can choose might or I can choose magic. Alright, we'll do might. So, I need at least a 5. I got a 10. So I get to kill one of them, my choice. If they're not all the same level, then you kill the lowest level one. Well, so these are the same. Alright, so that one's dead. So now, they get to go again. Agility is only 4. So now when they make an agility attack, they only roll a 4-sided die. And like I said, yeah, now the chances that they hit me are twice as high, even though their agility is only half as much. Kind of silly, if you ask me. Well, that's a miss. That's a 2. Alright, so now I can do the same thing. And, well, it's still magic, or excuse me, might, I need to get at least a 3, so that's a 5 and 6 chance. Magic, I need to get at least a 2, well, that's a 5 and 6 chance. Or agility, I only have a 3 and 5 chance. So again, it doesn't really matter. We'll do might again. I just need a 3. And I got a 9. Alright, so that rogue's dead. Oh, and I got 2 experience. I don't know if I'm supposed to do that at the end of the fight or every time you kill one. So we'll just say, alright, I have 2 experience. Okay. Rearrange a little bit. Alright. Okay, so nothing happened to me there. So that's the end of the turn. So now we do it again. My ability point goes up 1, so now I have 3. Maximum is 4. I could choose to rest if I wanted. I could use an ability if I want. I don't think there's any ability I want to do. And then I lose 1 time and I get to explore again. So now I have 18 time. Okay, and then I'm working my way over. I want to pick up some agility, because why not? So I'm going to explore this one now. Protect. Each hero must be defeated twice this combat. Okay. Let's see, a cleric and a fighter. Still level 1. Alright, so I have to defeat the cleric and the fighter. And a cleric, as long as the cleric doesn't attack you, or, yeah, the fighter, because the fighter, they get to do a might attack. The cleric won't add any attacks to that, but I can't defeat the fighter until the cleric's dead. And this says I have to defeat each hero twice. Okay, so I have to kill the cleric twice, and then I have to kill the fighter twice. Alright, but their stats aren't that high. Okay, so they'll only do a might attack, and since there aren't multiples of any kind of hero, none of that applies. All that's going to happen is they'll do a might attack and roll a 6-sided die, because their total might is 6. And since my might stat is 12, the only thing that'll hit me is if they roll a 6. Okay, although I can use an ability if I want. I have 3 ability points now. Let's see, I can destroy a wizard. No. Let's see, choose a non-epic hero in combat, roll a d20. If the result is greater than the combined total of their 3 stats, it is defeated. But I have to defeat them twice. But I mean, I could do that, spend 2 points and, well, defeat the cleric 1 time. Aura of Fear. All non-epic heroes suffer -1 to each of their stats. No. I don't know. This only goes up to 4, so may as well use something at some point. We'll hang on to it. Alright. So they get their might attack. 3, so that's a miss. And then, okay, so I am doing whatever attack I want. Their combined is 6 might. So I would have a 1 in 2 chance rolling might. 4 agility. Well, that's a 60% chance, so slightly higher. And then magic 3, well, that's a 50% chance. So 50, 50, 60% chance with an agility attack. So I guess I'll do agility attack. So I get to roll a 10-sided die. The 0 is 10 for this. And I need a 5 or higher. I got a 4, so that's a miss. However, it's only off by 1. If I want, I can lower my agility down to 9 to add 1 to the roll. That would make it a 5, and then it's a hit. So I can do that, and then, but now they would only need, if they do an agility roll, now they just need a higher than 9 to hit me, and no, I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to take the miss. So they get to go again. 3 again. Alright, so that's another miss. I go 7, so that's a hit. Alright, so cleric has been defeated once, but I have to defeat him twice. Alright, might attack 5, that's still a miss because I have to get higher than a 12 or roll a 6. So only a 6 does anything. Alright, still doing agility attack. 7, that's a hit again. Alright, so the cleric's dead. So now it's just the fighter, but is it? So the thing is, you don't actually roll a 4-sided die ever, because that's just for ability points. So I assume for them, I go down to a 4, but I don't think that was clear in the instructions. It didn't say the lowest sided die you use. Can I use one of my 2-sided dice? If they only have 2? I don't know. Alright, so, oh, and now what am I going to do? Well, now Might will have a 2 and 3 chance of killing the fighter. Agility will have a 4 and 5 chance. So that's better. Or magic, 5 and 6. So I'll be doing a magic attack. That's my best chance of success. All right, 1, that's a miss. My attack is a 3. Well, it's higher than 1, so that's 1 defeat on the fighter. Have to defeat it 1 more time. 3, that's another miss. And 6, anything higher than 1. All right, dead. And I got 2 more experience points, so I'm up to 4. Okay, and all right, nothing else from that. All right. All right, working along. I'll fight 2 enemies each time. That doesn't sound too bad. No damage to me yet. Okay, so next turn, I gain an ability point again, so now I'm up to 4. So I may as well do something this round because that can't go any higher. I gain 5 time by using an ability point. Do I do that before or after? You use an ability before you lose time. So like I could do it now, but I'd only gain 2 time. I don't think that's worth it. I'll do one of these other abilities. Well, one of these that costs 1 or 2. I may as well use one of those in combat. All right, so let's see. So gain an ability point, and then rest if necessary. No need for that. And then time goes down 1. Well, do an ability if I want. Time goes down once, and I have 17 time. And now I pick where I'm going to explore. I'm exploring right here. Timeless. When you are hit this combat, lose 1 time. Okay, and that's a rogue and a wizard. Okay, so if I'm hit, I lose a time. Okay, let's see. And they will do an agility attack and a magic attack. And their agility, they have 6. Well, they roll a 6-sided die. They have agility 5. Right, but whether they had 5 or 6, it doesn't make a difference. They'll roll a 6-sided die for that. Right, and then all they have to do is roll higher than my 0. Well, they can't do that, so they'd have to roll a 6. And then when they do a magic attack, they have 7, so they'd roll an 8-sided die, and they have to roll higher than 6. All right, so right now, they could actually hit me with that. Well, on that, they hit me on a 7 or an 8. Now, I may as well do something. Let's see. All non-epic heroes suffer -1 to each of their stats this turn. I could do that for 1 point. Shield Smash. I can choose a non-epic hero in combat. So I could choose the wizard. Actually, it might be better to choose this one. Roll a d20. If the result is greater than the combined total of their 3 stats, it is defeated. So like if I use this for 2 ability points, all I have to do is roll higher than a 7. And I do this before they attack. Make sure, combat sequence. Yeah, first if there were multiples of anything, that happens, and then you can use an ability point. Or you can spend ability points to use 1 ability. So I can do this before they attack, and then when the wizard goes, well, it'll be rolling magic. It'll only get a 6-sided die, and then it'll only hit me on the 6. Yeah, I think I'll do that. All right, so I'll go after the rogue. So I'm using an ability. This costs 2, so this goes down from 4 to 2 ability points is what I have. I roll a 20-sided die. The total is 7, so I need to get at least an 8. And then the rogue will be dead. I got a 12. So, rogue is dead. Now it's just the wizard. So, Let's see. The wizard Jimmy Woods gets to roll a 6-sided die and can only hit on a 6. 5, that's a miss. It's not higher than my magic ability, my magic stat. Alright, so then I get attack with... It'd be silly to attack with magic. I couldn't hit him. I need more than 6. Right, agility. I have to roll at least a 2. Well, that would be a 9 and 10 chance. Or might. I have to roll higher than 1, so I need a 2 on this. Well, that's an 11/12 chance of success. So we'll attack with might. I just need at least a 2. And I got barely a 2, but that's enough. Wizard's dead. So this goes up to 6. So now this goes on here. That's 1. Whatever these are called. Dynamic dice. And I need 5 of them. Alright, going pretty well so far. Okay. So now, and they never hit me, so I didn't lose any time from that. Okay, alright, so next round, so this goes up again. I have 3 ability points. Time goes down 1, so 16. And then, if I wanted to use an ability, I would. That was before I lose time. And I'm exploring this one. Kobold Captive. And I guess I should keep these facing the right direction so I can tell what's adjacent. Kobold Captive. When you win this combat, acquire the Kobold Ally card. Okay. 2 fighters, 2 clerics. Alright. Where is the Kobold Ally card? Alright, so what does this little guy do? For 1 roll this turn, not a round of combat, but the entire turn, so once per combat basically, you may use the next highest die type for the die you would normally use. At the end of the turn, flip this card over. Okay. Once per turn, you may re-roll any non-hero die roll immediately after it is rolled. Okay. At the end of the turn, flip this card over. Alright, so what? A re-roll, and then you turn it over, and then you get to use the higher die, and then you turn it over, you get to do a re-roll. But each time, that's once per turn. Alright, so I get that if I defeat them. Okay, so that was 2 clerics that I have to kill first. And they're all level 1. Everything's been level 1 so far. And 2 fighters. Alright, but they're rolling a little higher this time. Now what happens if there are multiple fighters? What happens if there are multiple clerics? Fighter. For each fighter in the party beyond the first, the hero's might and agility attack rolls will only get a might attack roll. Gain a +1 bonus after rolling. So after they roll, you add 1 to it. Okay? Might bonus. If the heroes roll a 10 or higher... Oh, yeah, I forgot about their just passive abilities they have there. Need to keep track of all those. Alright, if the heroes... Because this doesn't say if you have multiple heroes. If the heroes roll a 10 or higher on a might roll, while a fighter is in the party, they deal 1 additional might damage. Ooh. Alright, how about clerics? For each cleric in your party beyond the first, lose 1 ability point. Oh, you cannot use ability points before this occurs. So there's 1 beyond 1, the first one, so I lose an ability point. I only have 2. While a cleric is in the party, they must be defeated first. Yes, okay. Alright. So if the heroes roll a 10 or higher, not only will I lose 1, well, it says an additional might damage, so I guess I would get to, I'd have to lose 2. Either might or hit points or 1 of each. Alright, so let's see. So they're only going to do might. Now they have 12. So they'll be rolling a 12-sided die. However, that's my big stat is my might. Where's the 12? So, let's see. But if they roll a 10 or higher, they do 1 additional damage. What says additional? What if they don't deal any? If the heroes roll a 10 or higher on a might roll, while a fighter is in the party, they deal 1 additional might damage. I don't know, 10 or higher, I guess we can say it's... well, yeah, additional makes it sound like they have to hit you first. Doesn't say, though, they have to hit you. They do get a +1 after rolling, though. All right, so they roll a 12-sided die. Now, it doesn't say they get extra attacks, so they just get to attack once. I mean, the extra fighter just makes it more powerful. Plus, they do they get a +1 at the end. All right, so they rolled a 9. Then we add 1, because there's 1 extra fighter, so it's really a 10. So I guess we're going to say they would be dealing no damage because my stat is 12. But it says 1 additional, so I don't know. I guess I have to take a hit. I am taking a hit to my health. Okay, so now I get a fight. So I'm not going to do a might attack because they have 12. Agility, they have 8. And magic, they have 6. Oh, you know what? I could have done a shield smash too and killed one of them. Probably should have done that. What else can I do? Ooh. Or I could have done Aura of Fear, and they each suffer -1 to each of their stats. That would have lowered it to an 8. Yeah, I should have done one of those. But I'm supposed to use that before they attack, so I guess it's too late. Let's see, so 6 magic. Well, I can't defeat them there. I guess I have to do an agility attack, because that's the only one where I can actually hit them. Now, I can add 1 to my roll from this, or I can lower whatever I roll. I can lower that stat to add to the roll, but I don't know if I want to do that. Alright, so I'm doing an agility roll, an agility attack. They have 8, so I need a 9 or a 10 to get a hit. I got a 5, so I missed. Now, before they attack again, I need to use one of my abilities, because I should have before. Let's see, I only have 2 ability points. So the 1s or the 2s, I could really only do one of them. I think you can only use these once per turn. So if I do Aura of Fear, they each lose 1 on all their stats, although I'm assuming minimum of 1. So these would be 1, 1, 1, 3, 1, 1. Alright, I'm going to use Aura of Fear. So that'll cost 1 ability point. I'm down to 1. Okay. And so now they're only doing a might roll, but now, since they got lowered, they actually only have 8 for might, so they're going to roll an 8-sided die. They can't beat my 12, but if they roll an 8, the maximum on the die, that's a hit. Oh, come on. They got a hit. I'm going to take a hit to my health again. Looks like I can pick up some health there anyway. Alright. So now I get to fight back. Okay, so it's really 8. Because of the -1s for might, so I'd have a 1 in 3 chance of a hit. Agility, ooh, they only have 4, so that's a 60% chance. Or magic, they have a total of 4, so that's a 1 in 3 chance. So alright, we're doing an agility roll. So I get a 10-sided die, and I just have to roll higher than 4, because that's currently, because of Aura of Fear, their total agility stat. A 1, oh no, that's a 7. A little too see-through. Alright, so one of the clerics has to die, because I have to kill them before I can kill any fighters. Okay, well that makes things a little easier. Alright, so now, well, Aura of Fear. Oh, this is for the whole turn, not for the round, so this is still in effect. Okay, yeah, it's not for one round, for the entire combat. Alright, so now it's 1, 3, and 3. They have 7 might, so they still will be rolling an 8-sided die. And if they roll an 8, they hit me. Alright, 6. Nope. I guess even with the +1 they get from having 2 fighters, that still doesn't do anything. Okay. Alright, so now I think we'll stick with agility because they only have to get 3 now. Alright, so I just need a 4. I got a 2, so I missed. So now they go again, same thing. 1, they miss. Alright, I still need a 4. I got a 5. Alright, so now the other cleric's dead. Okay, so now it's just the 2 fighters. So now with the Aura of Fear subtracting from their stats, they only have 6 might. So now they only get a 6-sided die. So if they roll a 6, it's an automatic hit. Since that's the maximum, they got a 3. So they missed. Alright, so now, let's see, they have 6 might. I roll a 12-sided die. I have to roll higher than 6, so that's 50% chance of success. They only have 2 agility, so I have an 80% chance of success. And then they have 2 magic. So we're going with agility. I just need at least a 3. And I got a 4. So one of them's dead. And then, you know, it'd be nice if, I mean, eventually I'll remember these things, but it'd be nice if that were on, you know, there's a little reference card here, but it's not on that. Anyway. Last one, so now they only have 3, so they use this, but really that means a 1 in 4 chance of hitting me, because if they roll the highest number, it's a hit. Alright, well, whatever. Alright, let's see. A 1. That's a miss. And so now it's 3, 1, or 1. Yeah, we'll stick with agility. As long as I don't roll a 1, I hit. And I got a 5. Okay, you're dead. And I get 4 more experience. Ooh, and I get the Kobold. All right. So first little bit of damage I've taken so far, I lost 2 hit points. But I could have chosen to lose some might instead. Okay. All right, so I have the Kobold. Oh, and I get to choose which side I want this on. 1 roll this turn, use the next highest die, or get 1 free reroll. I don't know, I'll start with the reroll. Or, you know what? Maybe using the higher die, I could go from a 12 to a 20. Yeah, I'll go with the reroll. Alright, we'll start on that. Okay. So now, next round, I get an ability point. So I have 2. And then I can choose to use an ability if I want. Well, no. Alright, this goes down 1, so now I have 15 time. And then I am doing this one. So I get that token. Now, what does an agility token give me? I think when I use this, I get to raise my agility stat by 2. I believe that's what that does. When used, immediately give the stat die represented an increase of 2 points. Now, when can I use these? Once acquired, they may be used immediately or saved for later in the game. All right, so I can use this immediately before I even turn this over. Yeah. But yeah, if I already had two 12-sided dice out there, then I wouldn't want to use it yet because this couldn't upgrade to a 12-sided die. I could save it for later. Once I turned one of the 12s into a 20, well, then I could use it. But all right, this is getting my stat for agility is going up, so it goes up 2 to 12. And since there's no 12 on here, this I can replace with. Oh, I'm supposed to be just using these for all the rolling. That's right. I'm using these as replacements for these. If I need another one. Like I already have a 12-sided die, so I need another 12. Well, I'll use this one. There. That's right. So now, all these dice are the dice that can go on the board. These are just rolling dice. Okay, but yeah, now my agility and might are both 12. I like that. But let's see what I have to do. Wild mages. Ooh. They have a good chance of hitting me because that's my weak stat, and they have 12. Each time a hero is defeated this combat, take 1 magic damage. Oh. I don't like this. So that's 2 automatic damage I'm going to be taking, plus they get to roll a 12-sided die, and if they roll at least a 7, they hit me. So that's a 50% chance of a hit. Alright, but I can use an ability. So let's see. Oh, how much health do I gain there? If I go pick that up. There we go. 2 health. Time tokens give you 3 time. Ability tokens 2. Alright, so everything's 2 except time is 3. Okay. Because really, even though I'm over here, I could go explore this at any time and get 3 time. I could explore this and get 2 ability points. Okay. Now, before they attack me, do I want to use an ability? Because I do have Dispel Magic. Destroy a wizard of level 3 or less. So if I use this ability, boom, one of them's already dead. Yeah, I think that's worth doing. Now, this does say each time a hero is defeated. This says destroyed. Does that make a difference? That I'm destroying a wizard, not defeating it? Huh. I have no idea. Alright, so I'm going to use Dispel Magic. So I use 2 ability points. Well, that takes me down to 0, so I just put it off the board. And then when my next turn starts, it'll be 1. Okay, so one of them's dead. Now I take 1 magic damage, so I can either lower this by 1 or take another hit to my hit points. Yeah, another hit point. And now. So now there's only 1 wizard, so their attack, they have 6. They roll a 6-sided die. They need higher than 6 to hit me, but the highest number is always a hit. So if they roll a 6, it's a hit. 4, that's a miss. Oh, wait. What did 2 wizards do? Wizard. For each wizard in the party beyond the first, you immediately lose 1 time point. Okay, and that's before I had a chance to use an ability, so that does happen. 14. If the heroes hit with a magic attack of 10 or higher while the wizard is in the party, lose 1 time in addition to 1 magic. Okay. But, I mean, they only got to roll a 6 now. Alright, now, well, might or agility. Either way, I get a 12-sided die, and I only need a 2, so it really doesn't matter. We'll say it's a might attack, because why not? Alright, 6. So you're dead, but as it says here, each time a hero is defeated, this combat take 1 magic damage. And you know what? This time I am going to take 1 to my magic stats. I'm going to go down to 5. So now, if there is a magic attack against me, they just need to roll higher than a 5 instead of higher than a 6. I get 2 more experience. That gives me 6. So that's a 2. So now, if my roll is just short, I can use this to add 2 to a roll, or I could just add 1 and turn it down to 1, and then add another 1 some other time. I just need to get 5 of these. That's the goal of this dungeon. Hopefully I'm doing everything correctly. Okay, so next. New turn. I get 1 ability point, so now I have 1. Do I want to use an ability? Well, no, I only have 1 ability point. Oh, I forgot I had this, but I didn't need to re-roll anything. Once this turn, you may re-roll any non-hero die roll. So, like if the heroes hit you, you can't re-roll that. All right. Yeah, I want to go get that health. Or I could get the time or the ability points. Let's get the health. So it'll take 2 turns to do that. So I lose 1 time. I'm down to 13. And I need 18 more experience. And I'm going to explore the corner. Now the corners, those are the dangerous ones. That's where there might be something higher than a level 1 or a level 2. Level 2. This is the first non-level 1. Diminion Revolt. If you have any Diminions, I do not, choose 1 and roll its die type. Lose that many points total off any number of stat dice. Ooh, ouch. Or sacrifice the Diminion instead after the roll. Alright, so if I had a Diminion, there are 2 8-sided Diminions. That would say, if I had one of those, I'd have to choose one of them and roll its die. Well, it'd be an 8 either way. And I'd have to choose to take 4 hits to my stats, distribute it however I want, or I could sacrifice the Diminion. Okay, but, oh, and I could also use this to re-roll if I wanted and say, oh, well, I only rolled a 4 again. But since I don't have any Diminions, that doesn't do anything, and there are no enemies to fight here, so, well, nothing happened. Okay. Alright, so let's do it again. I get an ability point, so now I have 2. I can use an ability if I want. I don't have an ability I want to use, so we lose 1 time. I'm down to 12. And I'm exploring this. So health, this was worth 2. I'll use it immediately and go up to 7 health. Where's the 7? There it is. So I have 7 health, and I'm exploring this. Ooh, level 1, and it's 1 of each. Well, at least that means, well, it means 2 things. 1, there are no multiples, so I don't have to worry about any of that, but they get to do a might attack, and an agility attack, and a magic attack. Focus. Gain up to 2 ability points. If at max already, use an ability for free instead. Ooh, okay. Well, I get 2 ability points and I have 4. So what do I want to use? And the cleric has to be killed first. Well, what do they have currently? They have, for might, they have 9. So they'll roll a 10-sided die, but that's fine. I have a 12. If they roll a 10, they get a hit, because it's automatic. Let's see, for their agility attack, they also have 9 in that. Again, same thing. Magic, 8, they have 10. Alright, so magic attack, they have a 50% chance of hitting me. And even if I use Aura of Fear to lower all their stats by 1, they will still have a 9 in magic, because I again assume these can't go lower than 1. I think it says that somewhere. Maybe it doesn't, but, well, I'll play it that way. In which case, well, their magic would go down to 8. So they'd still have a 3 and 8 chance of hitting me on a magic roll. Or I can use Dispel Magic again and destroy a wizard of level 3 or less. This die of destruction was designed to destroy devious wizards like you. Now my question is, if I'm using an ability, can I kill the wizard even though there's a cleric? Because it doesn't say defeat, it says destroy. So I'm not sure. I don't know. Rulebook. What do you have to say? I don't think it's going to help me out too much. So my question is, yeah, am I not even allowed to use that until the cleric's dead? I don't know. I could instead use Shield Smash and get rid of the cleric right off the bat. Well, assuming I roll at least a 7 on a 20-sided die. So Aura of Fear or Shield Smash. I would really like to just use Dispel Magic if I can kill the wizard right now, but I don't know. Alright, well I'll use Shield Smash, so that'll cost 2. So I have to roll at least a 7, and I kill the cleric. See, and this one says defeated. So, yeah, I'm thinking the fact that this is destroy, it is a different word. So I probably could do the wizard and just destroy it, but I don't know. That's something I'll look up on Board Game Geek later. Alright, I rolled a 17. I just needed a 7, more than the combined total, so you're dead. Alright, but they're still going to do all their attacks. Alright, so let's see. So first might attack. Their total is 7 might, so they roll an 8-sided die, but I have 12, so if they roll an 8, it's a hit. Oh, it's a hit. I don't want to lose any more stats. Yeah, alright. Hit point, I'm down to 6. Alright, and then agility. They have 7 again, so it's again 8-sided die. Okay, 3, that's a miss. They need more than 12. And then magic, their total is 8. And they need more than a 5. Alright, they got an 8. And those passive abilities have to do with rolling 10 or more, and no. Alright, I took another hit. I guess I'm taking another hit to my health. I don't want to lower this anymore. These I wouldn't mind lowering, that'd be okay. Although what happens if this goes down? Do you replace it with a lower die? I don't remember. So I know if your stat goes above, you replace it. What if it goes down? You know, like if this goes down to 10, do I replace this with a 10-sided die? many times in the game where you will gain stat points? Sure. If you gain points to put you higher than the stats maximum, you upgrade the die. Do you ever downgrade the die? If you cannot place the next highest die, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't say anything about downgrading dice. Just says upgrade. Alright, so you know what? I need to write down these questions I have so far. I need to go get answered on Board Game Geek, which may have already been answered on there. Okay, so questions are... Alright, destroy versus defeat. And also, can dice be downgraded? Okay. Because otherwise, right, if you can get one of these up to a 20-sided die, then no matter how many hits you take to it, still, you roll a 20-sided die when you attack. But, I mean, if this gets upgraded to a 20 and then it gets down to 4, I mean, it's much easier for them to hit you, but you'd still be rolling a 20-sided die. Okay. Alright, so now we're on the next round. Alright, so they get... Oh, no. They attacked. I haven't gotten yet. Alright. So now I get to go. They have 7 might, 7 agility, and 8 magic. So, well, I need to do one of these. I need an 8 or higher. Doesn't really matter which one. Alright, either way, it's a 12-sided die. We'll say it's might, just because why not? Okay, I got a 12. That's a hit. I don't need a reroll. So, one of them's dead, and I need to take out this one, because that one has the best chance of doing damage to me. Alright, now it's just the fighter and the rogue. Alright, so they have 6 and 6. So each time they roll a 6-sided die for might attack and agility attack. I have 12 in each of those stats, though, so the only way they hit me is if they roll a 6. The might is a hit. I am going to take 1 hit to there. I don't want to lose any more hit points. Okay. Now I get to fight back with a 12-sided die. I don't know. Magic now, they only have 2 magic, so I could roll a 6-sided die, and then I have a 2 and 3 chance of success. They have 6 in each of these, so I only have a 1 and 2 chance. So no, I'm doing a magic attack now. I just need at least a 3. I got a 4. So that's a hit. We'll say the fighter's out. So now they only have an agility attack, but I guess now it's a 4-sided die, which means a 25% chance of success for them, unfortunately. 3, that's a miss. And we'll do a magic or a might attack. They're both the same. They're both 5 and 6 chance of success. So I'm going to do a might, because why not? 7. Alright, that's higher than 2. You're dead. Alright, so that's 4 more experience. Oh yeah, I got my ability points. Didn't forget anything there. Okay. Took a little damage there. But got 4 experience. I still need 14 more. Next turn. Gain an ability point. So I have 3. I can rest if I want. I'm going to go pick up some time. I don't need to rest yet, but I may end up resting at some point. Right after you gain an ability point, you rest and then choose to use an ability? Yes. You can rest. You can lose 1 to 3 time to gain 1 to 3 hit points. I'm not going to do that though, and I'm not using an ability, so this will go down to 11. So I have 11 time left, and I think I'll pick up more time. So I'm going to go here. Time was 3. So I'm going to use that immediately. This goes up to 14 time, and I will be here. Surprise! The hero is get 2 attack rounds. I think that's supposed to be plural. The heroes get 2 attack rounds prior to your first attack. Ouch. Ow. Okay, and it's random, 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 and a wizard. Alright, we use the random die. Another wizard. A rogue. And I rolled a heart. So what happens if I do that? You know what, I don't remember seeing the random die come up in this. At least I assume that's what that question mark meant. I'm supposed to roll a random die. So what happens on the heart? It says 1 health. Do I lose a health? Do I gain a health? Do I roll again? That's for multiplayer. I don't care about that. Alright, tell me about the random token. I mean the random die. Epic Heroes? No. Hero cards, no. When you see the question mark icon on a dungeon tile, this means there's a random hero. You must roll the printed hero die to determine what you encounter. If you lose your hero die, alright, so lose 1 health. That's what I rolled. Okay. Down to 4 health. But I only have to fight 3. And they have 13 magic. Alright, what happens if there's more than 1 wizard? So first we do what happens with multiples. Oh, I lose time for every extra wizard. That's right. So I'm down to 13 time. Lose 1 time for every extra wizard. And now, before they get to attack, I can use ability. Alright, so let's see. Currently, well, they only have 4 might, so a might attack is going to be a good one. Yeah, they have 6 agility, and they'll do an agility attack and a magic attack. They have 13 magic, so they'll be rolling a 20-sided die, and if they get higher than 5, that's a hit. That's not good. I should probably use Dispel Magic. That'll cost 2, and I kill a wizard. Yep, I was hoping to gain some time, but nope. Alright, so I'm using Dispel Magic. Destroy a wizard of level 3 or less. So you're out. That would cost me 2. I'm down to 1 ability point. Alright, when I'm here. Oh, whoa, that's right. I forgot. The heroes get 2 attack rounds prior to your first attack. Ouch. Oh, wait. Get 2 attack rounds prior to your first attack. So that's not 2 extra attack rounds. That's 1 extra attack round. Because they attack before you do. So that's 1 extra one. Let's see. Combat sequence. So the hero's multiples effects take place. I lost 1 time. And then I can use an ability point. When does that take effect? Well, I mean, I do the ability before they fight, so I guess the wizard is dead before they get to fight. Alright, so they get to go twice. Alright, so agility, it's only going to be a 6-sided die, because they only have 5 agility, and magic, it'll be an 8-sided die, because they have 7 magic. And, you know, I'll just roll them both at once. And the agility, I have 12, so they only hit me on a 6. And then magic, I have 5, so this one will hit me on a 6, 7, or 8. And they get to go twice. So that's miss, and hit. Alright, so I take 1 hit. Do I want to take another hit to magic? Or do I go down to 3 hit points? I could rest and raise my health next turn. I could pick up some ability points to regain time. Yeah, I'm going to take a hit to health. Okay. So now I get, alright, well they only have 3 might, so that'll be a 75% chance of success. We'll do a might roll. So I need at least a 4, although I get a reroll. If I need it, I do need it. Well, I rolled a 3. I can use the reroll, or I could just spend 1 point to raise that to a 4, because that'd be enough for a hit. I'll use the reroll. 11. So, alright, one of them is dead. I'm killing the wizard. So now it's just the rogue. Now this said the heroes get 2 attack rounds prior to your first attack. So it was only the first round they got 2 attacks. But now it's a 4. What do I get? 4. I really don't like that mechanic. The lower their attack, the better chance they have of rolling the highest number and hitting you automatically. I don't know. That one thing seems stupid. You know what? I'm writing that down too, to ask about that, if that's intended, because I don't know. I think that's silly. Alright, 4 has highest chance of... Sorry. 4 has highest chance of automatic hit. Alright, so I took a hit. I'm not losing any more health, so I'll take 1 to agility. I'm down to 11. Okay. Actually, so if I lowered this again, let's say it went down to 9. I mean, I have a 12-sided die here, but would I only roll a 10-sided die because I have a 9? Yeah, you know what? I guess you would. So it tells you here what die to roll based on what your stat is. So yeah, I guess it. I guess what kind of die it is doesn't matter. It's all about what stats on there. Okay. All right. Well, I lost 1 to agility. Right, and then. magic roll or might roll. Either one's a 5/6 chance. So I'll do the might roll. Actually, no. Do the magic roll. Because the 1 in 6 chance I fail, well, I only have to spend 1 to make it a success, whereas this would have a chance of having to spend 2 to make it a success. So we'll do a magic attack. Alright, I got a 4. Well, you're dead. And I get 3 experience, so that gives me 1 full 1 plus 1. Alright, now I have 6 total points I can add. Can I also add that to my defense? Dynamic dice. Can you only use that to add to your roll, or can you use it to, say, subtract from a hero roll? Dynamic dice. There are 6 miniature d6s, and mine are just slightly small. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah. Alright. Dynamic dice pips may be used to modify any die roll in the game. Your attack rolls, hero attack rolls, ability rolls, and more. When you use one, rotate the die down as many times as you wish. Some hero abilities can also be prevented with dynamic dice, so use them wisely. I guess you could also use that if you're using it to lower an enemy die roll. If they got an automatic hit, you could use that to lower it 1. Probably a good use of that. Okay, so enemy rolls, you can use it on those 2. I have 6, so when more of those stupid, they roll a 4-sided die and a 4 is an automatic hit, just use one of these to lower it to a 3. Okay. Speaking of 3s, I only have 3 hit points. Alright, so that round's all over. Ugh. I could try to pick up some ability points and gain more time after I do some resting, because I do want to raise that. So, alright, next round. So this goes up to 2. Alright, I gain 1 ability point, so I have 2. Do I want to use an ability? Alright, first, do I want to rest? Yes. And I'm going to spend 3 time to rest. So this is down to 10. I can do 1, 2, or 3. I'm doing 3 rest to get 3 hit points. And then now this goes down 1, so now I'm down to 9. Where's the 9? There's the 9, right next to the 6. Alright, I have 9 time, and I'm exploring this. 2 ability points. I'm going to hang on to this. Clear. Nothing here. Gain 1 time. Alright. 10. Okay. Oh, and I'm down here now. Alright. Well, basically that just did nothing other than, I mean, I got the ability point token, but spent 1 time to gain 1 time. Alright, now what do I want to go after? I can raise some more stats, try to get those, or I can go after the die minions. This one wouldn't take far to get over to that. Or I can just go explore other stuff. But I may as well try to get something in there. Yeah, alright, I'm going to work my way over to those. So I'm going to explore there. Wait, but 10, yeah, now we're on the next turn. This goes up to 3. 6 hit points, I feel good about that. I'm not going to rest again. So this goes down to 9. And I'm exploring here. Classic, just a fight, 1 of each. I guess since I have these 3 out already, oh, not that one. cleric, fighter. All level 1s. Okay. No multiples of anything, so none of that applies. And then I can use an ability before they do anything. Dispel Magic might be good. I mean, not Dispel Magic. Aura of Fear. If I lower them all, everything by 1, assuming you can't go below 1, then they have 6 might. All right. Agility, they have 6 agility. And then magic, they'll have 8. Okay. And what do I have now for Kobold? For 1 roll this turn, you may use the next highest die. Alright, so if I'm rolling one of these, I could roll a 20-sided die. Alright, so what do I say? If I use Aura of Fear, they'll have 6, 6, 8 for their stats. Or I'd really like to just kill the wizard, except I don't know if I can do that. Or yeah, I could use Shield Smash. Try to kill the cleric, and then their stats would be 7, 7, 8. So if I do that, well, it's assuming I kill the cleric. Now let's use Aura of Fear. So I'm going to use 1 ability point. So I'm at 2 again. Alright, so all their stats go down 1. And might roll. So what do I say they get? 6 might, 6 agility, 8 magic. Okay, so first, might. 6. Well, I'm going to use 1 to lower that to a 5 so they don't get their automatic hit. Agility, same thing. 3. And yeah, they need higher than 11 for each of those, so good. That one's just a miss. And then magic, they get an 8-sided die. They need at least a 6. 2, that's a miss. All right. So no hits, and then I get to attack. So let's see, yeah, it's 6, 6, or magic, they have, what is it, 8? Well, I can't hit them with magic. So might or agility, it doesn't really matter, and I will use the kobold. So I get to roll a 20-sided die instead, and I need a 7. I got an 8, just enough. All right, good. So cleric's dead. Let's see. Now they have 5, 5, 7. They roll the same dice for their next attack. So might 4. That's a miss because they need 12. Agility attack. They also need a 12. 4 again. All right, those are misses. And then magic. Right, yeah, 5, 1, 1, so 7. They need a... Yeah, it doesn't say it doesn't go below 1, but I know my stats can't go below 1. I assume theirs are the same. All right, and then here, a 6 or higher is a hit. 4. All right, good. They all missed. All right, so it's still going to be might or agility. But I already did my kobold. You know, I'm going to turn this over now so I don't forget. So a might or an agility attack, they have 5, so I need at least a 6. I got a 2. Well, I could spend 4 to make that a success. Not worth it. So I'll take the miss. Alright, so they get to go again. Might, miss. Agility, also a miss. And magic, miss. Okay, good. Alright, let's try that might roll again. I need at least a 6. 5. Alright, now that's close enough. I am going to spend 1 point to turn that into a 6 so that I can kill the wizard. And now they just get a might attack and an agility attack, although now it's 3 and 1. Now they get to use the 4-sided die, so they have a better chance of success. Yeah, that's so stupid. Alright, might gets a 1, that's a miss. Agility, 3, that's a miss. Alright, and then they have only 2 in magic, so that'll give me a 2 and 3 chance of success if I roll a 6-sided die, and they have 4, yeah, 3 and 1. They have 4 in each of these, so also a 2 and 3 chance. So I'm going to do a magic attack, so it's it'll cost less to modify if necessary. 6, so that's a hit. Let's take out fighter. All right, agility attack. 2, that's a miss. And then, let's see, 1, 3, 1. So now a might attack is what I want. As long as I don't roll a 1, it's a hit. 6. Okay, you're dead. And I got 4 experience. Okay. Just need 7 more experience, and then it's all over. Yeah, just leave those out. Kobold got turned over already. Alright. So we got my experience. Alright, that's it. So now next round I get an ability point. I'm up to 3. Do I want to rest? No. So this is going to go down to 8 time. Oh yeah, that Dominion sacrifice. That would be nice. If I had Dominions. Okay. Alright, so we're exploring right here. Poison. Make a health check. If the result is less than 6, you lose 2 health. So I assume I roll an 8-sided die. Oh no, I roll a 6-sided die. I guess. What do I do? Health check. But this says I can re-roll. Health check. I don't think that says anywhere, but I assume that means, since my health stat is 6, I have to roll a 6-sided die, and now if I roll lower than a 6, I lose 2 health. Ugh. But I can modify, and I can re-roll. Oh, I got a 6. Ha, take that. Alright, nothing. Okay. Next. Alright, I'm up to 4 ability points now. And then, do I want to rest? Well, I'm going to use time to die to gain 5 time. I only need 7 more experience, so I should be good on time, especially if I do that. So you know what? I'm going to go ahead and rest to raise this up to 8. So this goes down to 6, because I'm going to rest 2. So my health goes up to 8. And then I'm going to use an ability, time to die, so I use 4 ability points, so that's at 0, although I'll go ahead and use this right now and raise this to 2. So I get 5 times, so now I'm back to 11. Now I lose 1 time, so I'll be at 10. And explore right here. Magic. Ooh. Gain 2 magic. Upgrade if this exceeds your max. It does. I'm up to 7 magic, so I get an 8-sided die. And I have 7 magic. Nice. Alright. Well, it's 2 in a row, though, with no experience, but that's okay. Okay, new turn. I go up 1 ability point. I'm not resting, I'm not using an ability, so time goes down 1, back to 9. And I'm exploring right here. Might. Oh. Sorry, there were 4 wizards to fight there. I noticed some that, I don't know, they just kind of blended in, so I didn't even see it. Yeah, poison had nothing. Okay. Just making sure. All right, so, well, this will be, I get 2 might, I'll get to upgrade it, and then I have to fight 4 soldiers. But no, we're not on that yet. Well, I'll resolve, I have to do this first. So magic, I get 2 magic, but I'm about to fight 4 wizards. So really, I only have 2 ability points at my disposal right now. Okay, 4 wizards. So they have 24 magic, and I'm losing 3 time. Because there are 3 extra wizards, so I'm down to 6 time. And with wizards, if the hero is hit with a magic attack of 10 or higher while a wizard is in the party, lose 1 time in addition to 1 magic damage. Alright, so right now they'd be rolling a 20-sided die, and if they roll at least a 10, or did that say more than 10? 10 or higher. So if they roll at least a 10, I lose time and take a hit. And they'll get to roll a 20-sided die twice. So I probably want to use Dispel Magic and kill one of them. Yep. All right, I'm going to use that, so I'm down to, really I'm down to 0. The 1 is in between turns. So I can't use any other abilities. All right, but one of them is dead, at least. Now, oh, the other thing I don't know is, do I get the experience point right now? Do I already have another one of these? Dynamic dice. Each time you defeat a hero, regardless of their difficulty, you earn 1 experience point. You know what? It says each time you defeat a hero, where there was the one fight where I had to defeat the heroes twice. So really, should I have had 2 extra experience points from that? Because I did defeat heroes a total of 4 times, not just twice. Each time you defeat a hero, regardless of their difficulty, you earn 1 experience point. It doesn't say to do that at the end of the turn, or at the end of combat. It just says each time you defeat a hero. So I think I'm currently at 6. So there we go. There are 4 more I can do. And, well, after this fight, it's going to be all over. Okay, so there, one of them's already gone. Now their magic total is 18, so they still get to attack with a 20-sided die. And if they roll an 8 or higher, I take a magic damage, or I can take a hit point. If it's a 10 or higher, I also lose 1 time. But at least that's just 1 more time. Then the next one, they'll only get a 12-sided die. All right, they got a 6. Ooh, that's a miss on both counts. Great. That's a big help. All right. Well, I guess either one of these, it doesn't make a difference because they have 3 total in might or agility. So 12-sided die either way. I need at least a 4. I can modify or re-roll. I got an 8. So boom, another one's dead. So that's 1 more experience point. And now they are down to 12 magic, so they only roll a 12-sided die. 6 again, that's another miss. And now I'll roll a might attack or an agility. I'll do might, I need at least a 3. Oh, I only got a 2. I'm going to use my reroll. There we go. Another hit. And now they're down to a 6-sided die. So now there's no way they can hit my time, but if they roll a 6, it's a hit automatically because that's the maximum. 2, that's a miss. And I'll do another might roll. I need at least a 2. I got a 9, so you're dead. I guess updating this every single time is only important if you reach 6 in the middle of a round or in the middle of combat. Okay, so let's see. All done with that, although, well, and then there was the new turn. I gained an ability point. I'm up to 1. I lowered the time. I'm down to 6, and I'm exploring there. So might, I gain 2 might, so this goes up to 13. So now I get a 20-sided die for a might roll. That's good. And I have to fight 4 fighters. And I have 1 ability point. I am going to go ahead and use it and use Aura of Fear. So all their stats get lowered down 1, so they're really 3, 1, 1. So they have 12, 4, 4. Alright, so I have 0 ability points right now. Although, yeah, all I have to do is kill 3 of them, and then, I mean, well, if I finally killed 3 of them, that means the last one's killing me. But win the fight, and I win. Oh, but what happens when there are multiple fighters? I forgot. Okay, for each fighter in the party beyond the first, the hero's might and agility attack rolls gain a +1 bonus after rolling. So after they roll, they get +1. But if I'm using Aura of Fear, they only get 12, so they'll only be rolling a 12-sided die. Even if they roll a 12, if I add 1, it's only 13, still not enough to hit me. Although if they roll a 12, they do damage because it's the maximum. If the heroes roll a 10 or higher on a might roll while the fighter is in the party, they deal 1 additional might damage. Okay, but if they roll at least a 10, they do an extra damage for that. So add 1 to this roll. If it's at least 10, then it's 1 extra damage. Okay. But I can modify. I have 8 points there. So, all right. So they only get 1 attack, and it's a d12. They only rolled a 6. Add 1, it's a 7, nothing. Now, I get a 20-sided die. Let's see. So 8 and 20 chance, or 2 and 5 chance, 40% if I roll a 20-sided die and attack might. They only have 4 in the other 2 stats, so this would be 2 out of 3. This would be 1 out of 2. So we're going to do an agility attack. So we have a 12-sided die. And I rolled a 6. What do I need? I only needed a 5. So that's a hit. 1 of them is dead. And now they only have 9 might, so they get a 10-sided die. And they rolled a 1. That's a miss. Okay, and still going to be agility. They only have 3, so a 12-sided die, I need at least a 4. Oh, that's right, and I can also roll 1 higher die one time. You know what, let's do that right now. I'm going to roll a 20-sided die for agility, and I need at least a 4. I got an 8, so there's another one gone. Now they only have 6 for might because of Aura of Fear. They rolled a 3, that's a miss. Well, they still get to add 1 because there are more than 1 fighter, so it's a 4. Still a miss. And now I get to do agility attack. I already did my use the higher die, so 12, I need a 3. I got a 7, so that's another dead one. And currently that's puts me at 6 experience, so there we go. That's going to be enough to win, because I need 5 dynamic dice. We have to kill the last one. Alright, he's down to a 4-sided die, because he only has 3 might. 4, well, alright, so I'll use another one to lower that down to a 3. Doesn't get to add 1 this time, because there's only 1 fighter now. And I'll do 1 more agility attack, just need at least a 2. You're dead. Oh, I don't get to go get my extra might. Alright. So I guess that's it. I win. The rookies. Yeah. Earn 5 dynamic dice onto your board by defeating heroes. Used dynamic dice. I've used 2 of them. Still count toward your objective. So, yep. You can go 3D print all the monsters. I don't know. I do like these little whatever this is. These clear plastic acrylic. That's what I'm looking for. I like these acrylic ones. They're kind of nice. I want to say to get a set of minis for it. It was something like, I don't know. Well, there's a bonus one you can. There's a print and play character too, Crit. So you could actually do him. Anyway, all right, the rookies all done. Great. Next one, the entry tunnel. Oh no, this is. Oh. That's what's inside the box. But this actually shows what's on the other side of them. Okay. Well, I skipped the entry tunnel. All right, so what's next? So these are not quite just out of... All right, okay, no, this is what it was. This was supposed to have been the first page, so it was entry tunnel, then the rookies. So if I'm going in order, the next one, I believe, would be the Dominions. Then the Kobold. I have the whole book in a PDF that's printed out in the correct order, or that's in the correct order. I haven't printed it out. But yes, I believe that's going to be next, the Dominions. And this one says you're only going to do level 1 tiles, then use level 2 tiles to finish it. So ooh, and lots of Dominions. That'd be really good for Dominion sacrifice. Well, that does cost 4 ability points. Okay. Objective, acquire 5 Dominion tokens. Dominion tokens that are used still count toward your objective. You may save up to 3 unused Dominion tokens you have acquired for the next dungeon map. Ooh. As you gain experience fighting these heroes, you also realize that some of them can actually pose a threat. It would be beneficial to learn more about how the teeny little dungeon critters, the die minions, will serve you. Okay, so let's see what I need. I'm going to need lots of die minions. What are these? It just says die in the dungeon on both sides. Oh, there are a couple more. I'm going to need one time one. Alright. I don't know if I'll need all of those. Okay, let's see. Those are also ones. Two corners. Dead ends. Take all these off. And alright, well now that I had my first experience of doing a dungeon, do I want to take the same approach? I'm thinking maybe I go with only 6 health. That is risking it. But, I don't know. I think I'm going to go with that. I'm going to stick with 12 might and 10 agility. And yeah, I think I'm going to go 8 magic and only 6 health. Alright, what do I need besides start? The die minions. Alright, so I need 6 dead ends. And it says on all these, use first level 1 tiles unless there aren't enough, then you go on to other ones. So dead ends. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 dead ends. So I need all but 2 of these. Alright, I'm going to get rid of these 2. Oh yeah, these are epic heroes. Alright, 6 dead ends. I need 8 corners. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's see, that's a 2, 2, 2. Alright, so those plus 2 of these. Okay, and then I need 8 two-ways. 7 3-ways, 3 4-ways. And shuffle them. Corner 2 ways, 8. Three, 4, 5, 8. 6, 7, 8. That's how many of those there are. Seven 3-ways. That's a good number of 3-ways. One. There are only 5 level 1s of those, so now I need 2 level 2s. There are 3 of those, so 2 of these 3. And 3 4-ways. Okay, 5 of those are level 1. Okay, and then tokens. 2 of each die minion plus 1 time token. What do I have here? 2 10s, 2 12s, 2 20s, 2 6s, 2 8s, 2 4s. I guess that's how many die minions there are. That is every die minion. Okay, the map. Start down at the bottom. A couple blanks next to it. Corner, corner. Dead ends. Those aren't dead ends. These are dead ends. All right, dead ends. Okay, all right, dead end right here. And right there. 3-way. Two-way. And 4-way. Path leading up this way to one of these. Dead end over there and over here. Okay, 4-way there and there. Okay, where the other 3-ways go. Right there and over here. Okay, a couple corners there. A couple corners over here. corner. Two-way. Corner. All right, there's the map. Now it needs all the die minions. Time token goes right there. Let's see, 10. And another 10. The 20s are on these corners. Let's see, the 6s are down here. 12s right here. 8s. And 4s. Okay, how do these die minions work? Didn't get any in the last dungeon, so let's see. Die minions. Die minion tokens. Oh, at the start of the game you have 1d6 die minion at your disposal. Oops, I forgot. And you have the opportunity to acquire more. So shouldn't there be one extra one? There is not. Huh. So I guess this mission you don't get one. Alright, so at the start of the game you have 1d6 die minion at your disposal. So I should have had that. I messed that up last one, but that's okay. Die minions are your little sidekicks, ready to be tossed at heroes and dungeon traps alike to increase your odds of victory. Die minions are double-sided tokens. Yeah. Yeah, you have die on one side and then, well, you have the little die minion with some little swords or something on the other side. It's just harder to tell what die it is. Yeah, it's hard to tell looking at that one. That's a 4-sided die. Yeah, there you go. There's 10-sided. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. Die minions are double-sided tokens. The standard... Yeah. Die minions are used after you have made an attack roll or a stat check. If you failed your roll, you may use a die minion token to make a roll with that die type. Add the result to your roll. You may use more than one die minion in a roll if you wish, or you may also sacrifice a die minion to negate all damage from a single attack roll. Okay. So you can roll a die. Once I acquire one of these, I can roll an extra die if I fail a roll. Or I can sacrifice a die minion to negate damage, or Tombstones has this special ability, Die Minion Sacrifice, and you can roll any number of die minions you want, and whatever you roll, you gain that much in your stats up to the maximum. No upgrades. But if this has gone up to 13 or 14 and you have this one out here, say it's a 14, well boom, you can upgrade it 6 all the way to 20. 12. Okay, oh, and I don't have the Kobold, so we'll put him aside. All right. Start right here. Okay, so I have to get 5 of these. So what do I want to do? I mean, really go to either side. Not going to have to explore a whole lot of this. Could go up here and pick up these 3 and that one, and then yeah, wherever. Yeah, not going to explore a whole lot of this, I think. Okay, let's explore there. So first the round starts, or the turn starts off, I gain an ability point, and then I can rest if I want. No. I can use an ability if I want. No. I lose 1 time and then choose where I'm exploring. So I have 19 time left. Where's the 19? 19 time left, and then I'm exploring right here. Battle Magic. So a fighter and a wizard. Add the hero's might stat to their magic stat when they attack. Okay. So really that'd be, well, they have 5 might and 7 magic, so they have 12 when they attack. Alright, well, I chose to give myself 12 might again. So when they roll a might, they can't hit me. They have to roll higher than 12, although if they roll exactly 12, the highest number on the die, that's an automatic hit. Now, do I want to use an ability? I don't think so. Well, maybe. Alright, if I used Aura of Fear, I lower each of their stats by 1, so then they don't really only have, well, it's not doing a whole lot. Then they'd have a total of 4 might and 6 magic. Yeah, that might be worth doing. You know, I should put my abilities up here. Yeah, that's better. All right. So I can use Aura of Fear. That's really, it's going to make them roll a 10-sided die instead of a 12-sided die, which for might, it doesn't really matter. It's actually better if they roll a 12-sided die. For magic, I only have 8 magic, so they do have a much higher chance of success if I don't do that. Now I'm going to save it. All right, so in both cases, they have 12. So might attack, they roll a 12-sided die. Oh, but if they roll at 10 or higher, 1 extra damage on the magic roll, I lose a time. Well, 4, that's a miss from the might attack. Now they get a magic attack. 4 again. All right, 2 misses. Okay. All right. So let's see. Now that was just when they attack, right? Okay. So now when I'm attacking them, they have 5 might, 3 agility, 7 magic. My best chance of success is to do an agility attack. Oops. 7 out of 10 chance of success on that. All right, so I roll a 10-sided die. I need at least a 4 to beat their agility. And I got an 8. So one of them's dead. Go away, wizard. All right, so now it's just the fighter. He has 4. Don't like the 4-sided die. All right, well, he rolled a 3. That doesn't beat my 12, and it's not the highest number, so that's a miss. Ha. Gonna do a magic attack. I get an 8-sided die, and I need to roll at least a 2. I got a 6, so you're dead. 2 experience, and I took no hits. Okay, that's good. And I'm still going to be coming across mostly level 1 enemies. I don't think I've fought any level 2s yet. Now, the level 2 tiles that showed up in the last dungeon, there was the poison and something else like that where I didn't actually have to fight anything. All right. New turn. So this goes up to 3, and then rest, no. Ability, no. Lose 1 time, and then I choose where to attack, or where to explore. All right, let's do this one. Die Minion Revolt. If you have any die minions, destroy 1 of them or lose 1 health. I don't have any die minions, which I guess when that came up last time, or something like that, I was supposed to have 1 die minion. I don't think that would have made a difference. But yeah, none this time because they're all out here. So, nope. So nothing happened there. Okay, next round. I have 4 ability points now, and this goes down to 17. And we're going to explore here. Hide. Lose 1 time. If you cannot, instead lose 1 health. Okay, I'll lose 1 time. Am I ever going to get to fight anything? Should I get the 6-sided? I can always come get this later. I mean, it doesn't really matter because even if he's up, even if I'm up there, if I can get down, if I explore these, and even if I'm up there, well, this is adjacent to one that's been explored, I can go to this one. You don't have to go just moving one. So, wait, I did that. See, I've lowered time 3 times, plus 1 for there, 16. No, I got my ability point. Oh, I got the 4th when I got there. Well, new turn, I gain another ability point, except I'm already at the maximum, so that stays at 4. This goes down to 15. And, well, 4-sided die minion. Die minion horde. You may lose 2 health points to gain a D4, D6, and a D8 die minion. No. They're all out here. So no, I'm not doing that. Well, this was the way to go to avoid fighting. Okay. Well, alright, let's do it again. I still have 4. Maybe I should get my time back. No, I don't think time's going to be an issue at all. All I have to do is get 5 of these things. That's going to be pretty easy. Alright, so nope. Stay at 4. Well, I gain an ability point. I don't rest. I don't use an ability. This goes down to 14. So now I have 14 time, and I'll pick up this D8 die minion and explore here. Battle magic. Okay. Add the heroes. Oh, same as that one, except these are level 2s. So same as the last fight, except I'm fighting level 2 enemies. Alright, so a fighter and a wizard again. Oh, except they're level 2. Those are all level 1s. Let's see, level 2 fighter. Level 2 wizard. That's a cleric. Ooh, alright. They're going to do some damage, but I have my die minion sacrifice I can use if I take some hits. Alright. So, add the hero's might stat to their magic stack when they attack. You know what? The way that's worded, add the hero's might stat to their magic stat when they attack, kind of sounds like that's saying that when they attack with magic, you add the might to it. I think it means both ways, though. You add magic to might, and you add might to magic. So, alright. They have 7 might and 10 magic. Oof. So 17. So they'll be attacking with a 20-sided die. And if they roll a 13 or higher, that's actually going to be 2 might damage to me. And if they roll a 9 or higher, well, that'll be a magic damage, plus if it's at least a 10, also a time. Or this would be a good time to use Dispel Magic. Destroy a wizard of level 3 or less. You're level 2. You're dead for 2 ability points. Ha! Now they only have 6 might. That makes a big difference. Alright, so 6-sided die. They rolled 1. That's a miss. And I will do a magic attack. I get an 8-sided die. I need at least a 3 to kill the fighter. I got a 6, so that's a hit. You're dead. And 2 more experience. I'm up to 4. Okay. I gain next turn. Gain an ability point. I don't rest. I don't use an ability. I lose one time, so I'm down to 13. 13. There it is. And I'm exploring here. Ooh, 20-sided die minion. Clear. Nothing there. Gain 1 health. Does not trigger an upgrade. I'm already full health. I only need 2 more die minions. And I've only done 2 fights so far. Well, this is going to end up being really easy. Okay, next one. I'm at 4 ability points. No rest, no spending ability. Well, I could give myself more time, except nah. 12 time. Let's explore here. Classic, just fight. All right, 1 of each, level 1. Okay, have to kill the cleric first. And what is their total? Currently it's 9 might, 9 agility, and 10 magic. Alright, well, might, agility, only the magic has a chance of hitting me outside of rolling the highest possible number. So, I'm not really too worried, but to make them easier to kill, let's use Aura of Fear. So that'll cost 1. And they all lose -1 to all of their stats. Alright, so first, no multiples of anything. Alright, so first might attack, so this is really 3, 1, 1, 1. They only have 6. Same with agility. Magic is 1, 1, 1, 5. So I'll get an 8-sided. Magic attack will be an 8-sided die. Alright. But my magic stat is 8. So in both cases, the only way they hit is if they roll the highest number. So a 6. Oh, that's a hit with a might. Man. And I can't do anything yet. I'm going to go ahead and take 1 to my might. Agility, also a 6. Again. Yeah, I'm going to take 1 to that. And magic, 8-sided. 8. Seriously? I'll take 1 hit point. It's alright, I can use Diamond Sacrifice later. I can get all that back. Well, that was obnoxious. Around a 1 in 300 chance of that. That's alright, though. Okay. So I get to fight back, and so what is it? 6, 6, 8? Well, I guess I'll be rolling a 12-sided die. I'll do a might attack, but I only get a 50% chance of success. If I miss, well, they get attack again without my doing anything back. Alright, let's see. 6. No, I need higher than 6. Shoot, I missed. Well. Alright, now it's the next round. Shoot, maybe I should also use Shield Smash. I really need to kill something. Alright, I'm going to use Shield Smash, kill the cleric. On the 20-sided die, I just need, his stats are only 1, 1, 1, so he only has 3 combined. I need a 4. Alright, I got a 6. Well, at least the cleric's dead. That's at 5. Okay, so now their stats are 5, 5, 7. So they roll the same dice, same as before. 5, that's a miss. Agility 4, that's a miss. And magic 4, that's a miss. Alright, that's more like it. And so now 5, 5, 7, we'll do might again, and I need to roll at least a 6. Just barely got it. Got a 6. Alright. So let's kill the magic. And boom. This is up to 6, so now I get to put my first dynamic die on here. I can modify a roll by 1. Alright, so now it's 1 and 3, 3 and 1. So now they each only have 4s. Ah, great. So now they have a much better chance of hurting me. Even though there are fewer of them now. That's so stupid. Alright, might attack first. 2, that's a miss. They hit me on a 4, even though that's so much lower than my stats. Agility. 4. Well, I don't want to take the hit. I'm going to use my dynamic die already to lower that to a 3. Just to clarify one more time, I'm pretty sure it said dynamic dice. You can use those on any roll. I think that's the only way to do anything to a hero roll, though. Yeah, modify any die rolls in the game. Your attack rolls, hero attack rolls, ability rolls, and more. Okay. Alright, and now they have 4 in each of those stats, so I may as well roll might because that's 12-sided, so I need at least a 5. And I only got a 4, so I missed. So now they get attacks again. That's a hit for might and a miss for agility. I'm going to take a hit point again. I don't want to go down below. I don't want to go down to a 10-sided die. Okay. Might attack again. 12. Alright, good. One of them's dead. You're dead. Now they just have an agility roll. Oh, I have 1 experience. Agility roll. 2, that's a miss. And this time, might, he only has 1, so I just need a 2. Okay, dead. Alright. Oh, I completely forgot. I could have used a die minion to add on to one of those rolls earlier. Oh well. Oh, and I did use Shield Smash. I should have I used 2 more ability points. I only have 1 ability point. I forgot to turn that down. Alright. Well there, that fight's all done. Okay, I have to remember to use these. Alright, so next round, or next turn, I get an ability point. I can rest if I want. You know what, I'm going to go ahead and rest 2 time to get back 2 hit points. So, there. Now I'm back up to 6 hit points. I'm not using an ability, so now I lose 1 time, and then I choose where I want to explore. So now I have 9 time left. There's 9. Now I have 9 time. And I'm going to explore right here, so I get another Dominion token. I just need 1 more, and that's the objective of this dungeon. So I'm exploring here. What do we have? Kobold Captive. When you win this combat, acquire the Kobold Ally card. And it's 2 fighters, 2 clerics, level 1. Okay, the clerics have to be killed first. But they don't do any attack, so all that happens is the fighters, there's a might attack. So only 1 attack each round. What happens with 2 fighters? Oh yeah. With 2 fighters, I have to add 1 to any roll they do. Any might roll. And then what did 2 clerics do? For each cleric in your party beyond the first, lose 1 ability point. So I'm down to 1 ability point. And then if one of my rolls isn't good enough, I can use any of these to add on an extra die to a roll. 4, 8, 10, or 20-sided die. Alright, so what are their stats? They only do a might attack, and they have 12 might total, so they would be rolling a 12-sided die. They would only hit on a 12, though. They need to get more than 11. Well, although they add 1 to it, and if they roll a 10 or more, they get 1 extra damage. I can use Aura of Fear to lower all their stats 1, and then they'll only have 1, 1, 3, 3. They'll only have 8 might. Yeah, I should do that. Alright, so I'm going to use my 1 ability point. I currently have 0 to use Aura of Fear. So yeah, all their stats go down 1. So now, total might is 8. So they only roll an 8-sided die. And they have to roll at least an 11, or they have to roll more than 11, which they can't. But if they roll the maximum on the die, it's an automatic hit. So, alright, I only take a hit on an 8. 7. That is a miss. And let's see, what do I want to attack with? So they have 8 might. I have a 11 might, so I would roll a 12-sided die. I have a 1 in 3 chance of hitting them, because I need a 9 or higher. Agility, they have 1, 1. They only have 4 agility, since those all are lowered. They also only have 4 magic. I get a 10-sided die for agility, an 8-sided die for magic, so agility gives my best chance of hitting them. I'll do an agility attack. So I need at least a 5. I got a 1. Oh. I could add one of my die minions. I could just roll another 8 and add it to it. Sure. I don't want to let this fight go on too many turns, although currently they can only hit me by rolling an 8. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Alright, so I'm going to use an 8-sided die minion. So that one's used, although it still counts toward I need 5 total to beat the dungeon. Alright, so I roll another 8 and add it on to 1. Or, oh, I'm sorry, I rolled a 10-sided die. 8-sided die. 4. Alright, well that's 5 total, which is just enough. Alright, so one of the clerics is dead. So now I have 3 experience toward another dynamic die, and now they only have 3, 3, 1. They have 7 might. Well, that's still an 8-sided die. 7, but they add 1, so it is an 8 for having 2 fighters. Well, I'll take 1 hit point. Okay, I fight back, so now they only have 3 agility, so I'm still doing an agility attack, because that's my best chance. I only need a 4 now. Ooh, just got it. 4. Alright, the other cleric's dead. Good. Now they're down to 6. They rolled a 5, but +1 again. So they got the 6 they need to make it an automatic hit. Although I don't know if that +1 making this a 6 makes that an automatic hit. Because if they rolled a 6, then it would really be a 7. Well, that's no longer the highest thing that's on the die. You know what? That's another thing to write down. Because then, I mean, really, at this point, it's... Even though they're only rolling a 6-sided die, and I have 11 might, they have a 1 in 3 chance of hitting me. I mean, that's... I think that seems stupid. Alright, let's see. Alright, does +1 to might... for 2 fighters make 5 on D6 an auto hit. So I get rolling the highest number is an automatic hit. That's fine, but the fact that the smaller the die, the better your chance of success there, that just seems backward. I mean, if you had, say, 20 might, and the enemies had 18 might, so they're rolling a d20. Well, they only have a 5% chance of success. They can only hit you on a 20. However, you have 20 might, and they have 3 might. Well, now instead of a 5% chance of success, they have a 25% chance of success. That's stupid. So unless I'm doing that completely wrong, I don't know. That just seems backward to me. Oh, this should have gone up again. Yeah, I really should just do that at the end of each fight instead of in the middle. Because I'm going to forget. It's going to be at 6 when this is over, so that part's easy to remember. All right, so, well, I guess I take a hit on that. I'll clarify later. All right. I get a fight back, and it's still, okay, they're down to 2 agility and 2 magic. We'll do an agility attack again. So 10-sided die. I need a 3. That's a 10. So that's a hit. Boom. Alright, now they're down to 3. Well, that's going to be the 4-sided die, but at least this time they don't get to add 1 to it. 1. Alright, good. Miss. Okay, so now I get to fight back. 1 agility. We'll do an agility attack again. Just need a 2. I got an 8. You're dead. Alright, so I get another dynamic dice. Now I have 2 I can modify on any roll. And I still have 3 die minions. And, well, I can just explore these 2 spots, get another die minion, and then that's it. I'll be all done with the dungeon. Okay, so next turn I get an ability point. I have 1. I'm not going to rest. Yeah, maybe I should. Sure. I'll rest back up to... Oh, no. Well, yeah, I only have 1 ability point. Yeah, I'll rest back up to 6. So it costs 2, and then I have to spend 1 time to explore, so I'll be down to 6. And I'm going to explore here. Sorcery. Ooh, flip over the tile adjacent to this one from the direction you came. Oh, I see. Flip this back over. So now if I want to go back this way, I have to explore this again. And I lose 1 time on that. So, good thing I'll be done after this, because basically it would cost 2 time to flip this right back over. 2 wizards. Level 1. And more than 1 wizard. Each extra wizard makes me automatically lose a time. So I lose 1 time, I'm down to 5. And if they roll at least a 10 with their magic attack, I lose time and take a hit. Alright, that's okay. I can modify. Okay, so they attack first. I'm not going to use any abilities. They get a 12-sided die because they have 12 magic and magic attack, so a 9 or more, and I get hit. 10 or more, I also lose a time. Oh, 11. Shoot. Alright, so I lose 1 time. I'm down to 4 time. If I run out of time, I lose. And now I'm going to take, I can take a hit to my magic, so it was a magic attack, or 1 hit point. I'm going to take 1 hit point. And then I am going to do a might attack, so I get a 12-sided die. They only have 2 might, so I need a 3. Alright, one of them's dead. Or I'm going to put it here. There, one of them's dead. Oh, I forgot to get the kobold after I fought. There. Kobold. I can re-roll or roll a higher die. Well, we'll put it on this side right now. I can use a re-roll at some point, if necessary. Okay, so that one's dead. Now he only has 6 magic. 5. Well, I have 8 magic stats, so nope. Needed higher than 8 or 6, the maximum. Alright, so now well, we'll do a might attack again, so I get the 12-sided die. And I rolled a 10, so you're dead. 2 experience. Okay, still have these, but I just need to explore one more. Get this and then resolve that, and that's it. There is a way to play this 2-player. I don't know. Maybe I would have to collect more of the die minions if I were playing 2-player. I didn't look at what happens if you're playing this 2-player. It's meant to be a solo game. I guess I didn't say that at the start. It's meant to be solo, but yeah, there's a way to play it 2-player, but I didn't read the rules on that because I'm playing it solo. Alright, ability point goes up 1. I'm not resting, I'm not using an ability. I lose 1 time. So I'm down to 3 time and exploring here, but all I have to do is succeed at this. I mean, if it were 4 wizards, I would lose 3 time, and that would be it. It is not. Collapse. Make a might check. If the result is less than 8, you lose 2 health. Well, doesn't matter. You get a 12-sided die. I got a 2. I can add something to it, though. I'm going to add the 10-sided die. There. Now I got a 10 in total. So I don't lose 2 health, but it really doesn't matter. Even if I did lose 2 health and went down to 3, well, I have 5 die minions I've gained. And that's all I had to do in this dungeon. Good job, tombstones. Alright, so yeah, what does this say about multiplayer rules? No, you can set it up for a... Well, okay, the game includes enough dice to support a 2-player game. If you have additional sets of dice, you can support up to 4 players. Oh, no. You can just set up a dungeon specifically for doing multiplayer. I don't know. Well, if that's the case, I kind of feel like, why do you need both halves of this? I don't know. Okay, so that dungeon's all done. Well, I could play another dungeon, but I think since I started a little late, and I already have a bunch of questions on rules on this, I think I'm going to stop at 2 little dungeons so I can go get all those questions answered. And come back tomorrow and know exactly what I'm doing. Always helps to play a little bit first so you know what kind of questions that you need answered. Alright, so yep, I'm going to, I think I'm going to stop there. 2 dungeons so far. This one was a little easy. I mean, I'm playing the easy one so far. Yeah, I think it's cool so far. Couple hours in. So, let's see, where's my mouse? Cool so far. I'm going to play it some more. How many dungeons are there? Ooh, that's right. It also said I get to keep up to 3 die minions. Oh, too bad I spent the 8 and the 10. I get to keep a 4, a 6, and a 20. Okay, that would be a reason to go all over, to make sure you pick up the big ones. Ignore the 4s and the 6s. I forgot about that. It said I got to keep these for the next dungeon. Plus, I guess, you start each game with a D6 time minion, so I guess I get that one too. Alright, so I did the rookies. The entry tunnel, I skipped that. The kobolds next, after doing die minions, because the book's all out of order, and then So let's see, the kobolds, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And there's a multiplayer dungeon. And then the Die Master. Yeah. What is this? The Final Assault. I would think that would be before. Wait, what are those? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, those are just tokens. I see. I lost count. Okay, Die Master is the last mission. No multiplayer. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, Final Assault is right before the Die Master. 4, 6, 7. Alright, so I have 10 more missions to do. Hopefully there'll be some more on Board Game Geek at some point, or something like that. People can make their own, or whatever. Yeah, alright, so cool so far. Yeah, I feel like without some extra dungeons in place, I mean, you could just make your own dungeons, but maybe a little light there. I'm going to keep using Tombstones. I like him. Not that I know the difference between him and the other characters. But Dominion Sacrifice, though, I think that could be powerful. Especially when I have these for the next dungeon. Alright, anyway. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to pick this up tomorrow. Play some more Die in the Dungeon. Until then, до свидания.